Hello, YouTube. I'm here to show off some of my Christmas records. As we prepare for the Christmas vinyl show on the radio, we do an 8-hour vinyl show once a month. And this month, being Christmas, is going to be all Christmas songs. We're going to be live at Jim Oliver Smokehouse in Mount Eagle on the 23rd. That will be from 11 a.m. to 7 p.m. Central Time. If you're in Middle Tennessee, you're going to want to come and have some great food and hang out with us. We've got some great music planned. You never know what you're going to hear with us, though. If you're not in the area, you can tune in to www.wfmcjams.com or heatfmradio.com. Playing in the background, we have Christmas with the Everly Brothers and the Boys Town Choir. This is on Harmony Records. Next will be Jimmy Dean's Christmas Card. This is on Columbia. Next up, we have on a Diplomat record label, Christmas with the Happy Crickets. Kind of a Chipmunks ripoff, basically. This is a compilation album. Good Old Country Christmas. This has got 20 artists and 20 songs. People like Charlie Rich, Tammy Wynette, George Jones, Tanya Tucker, Johnny Cash, Marty Robbins, and many more. Next up on the Diplomat record label, we have Snoopy's Christmas by the Caroliers. Also on the Diplomat record label by the Caroliers, Rudolph the Red-Nosed Reindeer. And a Christmas sing-along album called Christmas Sing for the Entire Family, also by the Caroliers. This record does not have the original jacket. Had some records get some water damage. This was one of them. This is on Kid Stuff record label, A Care Bear's Christmas. On A&M, we have the Carpenter's Christmas Portrait. This is from 1978. Here's some more Caroliers on Diplomat, and Santa Claus is Coming to Town. Here's the Caroliers again in Sleigh Ride and Jingle Bells. John Denver on RCA, Rocky Mountain Christmas. This is from 1975. Open the gatefold here for you. Huh. Jimmy Davis on Decca, Going Home for Christmas. Governor Jimmy Davis. On the Epic record label, we have Mickey Gilley and Christmas at Gilley's. This is from 1981. Here is a 10-inch Bing Crosby Merry Christmas on Decca. This is a white label promo. I'm not going to take the record out of the sleeve to show. It's just difficult with one hand. Willie Nelson, Pretty Paper. And this is from 1979. RCA brings us James Blackwood and the Blackwood Brothers, and Harvey Leicester and the Stacemen, excuse me. Oh, come all you faithful. And you can't do Christmas without Mel Blanc, Bugs Bunny, Holidays. Here's a Disney album, Disney's Christmas Favorites. Now here's an album that's not completely Christmas, but there is one Christmas song. This is Bob and Doug McKenzie and the Great White North. It has their version of 12 Days of Christmas on there. Great White North. Going back to the 60s here, Holiday for Teens, Paul and Paula. This is on the Phillips record label. The Peppermint Candy Kids and the Little Drummer Boy. This is on the Peter Pan record label. Another one by the Peppermint Candy Kids on Peter Pan. Frosty the Snowman. Kenny Rogers and Dolly Parton on RCA, Once Upon a Christmas. This is from 1984. The Oak Ridge Boys, Christmas on MCA. This is from 1982. Lake Store Music Records, Christmas with Shirley and Squirrely and Melvin too, from 1980. Pickwick with George Beverly Shea, Silent Night. This is from 1972. Kenny Rogers, Christmas, 1981. Lorne Greene, Have a Happy Holiday, 1965. Tennessee Ernie Ford, Oh Come All Ye Faithful. This is on Capitol. Golden Crest Records, Stan and Doug, Just Go Nuts at Christmas. Now this is a repress, still on the Decca label, of Merry Christmas by Bing Crosby. This is the rainbow-looking label. Mono pressing on RCA, Christmas with Chet Atkins. 1961 for this. Elvis's Christmas album. This is the second cover from the 1957 Elvis Christmas record. Jim Reeves, 12 Songs of Christmas on RCA. This is from 1963. The original Gene Autry and Rudolph the Red-Nosed Reindeer. This is a mono pressing. Epic Records, Grandma Got Run Over by a Reindeer by Elmo and Patsy. 1984 is when this was released. Now, coming up here a week from this Tuesday is Patsy herself, Patsy Trigg, will be a guest on our radio show at 7 o'clock Tuesday. And that's at WFMCJams.com. It's our Midnight Madness show. This next album only has one Christmas song on it, but it has to be included because we never know what we're going to play for that Christmas show. Weird Al Yankovic, Polka Party. The Christmas song in question, Christmas at Ground Zero. One more with that same thing. Weird Al Yankovic, Bad Hair Day. And the song is called The Night Santa Went Crazy. Here is a Pickwick pressing of Elvis's Christmas album from 1970. An original pressing of Bing Crosby's Merry Christmas on Decca. Stereo pressing of That Christmas with Chet Atkins from 1961. Another pressing of Jim Reeves' 12 Songs of Christmas. This is from the UK, though. This is the UK pressing of that album. So it's got a whole different cover. And it's probably a much later pressing, too. Stereo pressing of the original Gene Autry and Rudolph. Merry Christmas with Johnny Mathis. Here is a compilation album on Rhino. This is Rockin' Christmas of the 60s, including artists like The Turtles, Aretha Franklin, Bobby Boris Pickett, James Brown, Trashman, and many more. Now, I just ordered the 50s version of the same record, Rockin' Christmas from the 50s. Should be here before the show. Now, one thing I do love about this cover is it includes a copy of the Beatles Butcher cover right there. That is really cool. On Harmony Records, that brings us with Christmas with the Chuck Wagon Gang. Got a couple 78s here. This is Gene Autry. You Can See Old Santa Claus, backed with Everyone's a Child at Christmas. And Here Comes Santa Claus right down Santa Claus Lane, backed with He's a Chubby Little Fellow. Another one missing the original jacket, Merry Christmas with the Smurfs. The Caroliers, Rudolph the Red-Nosed Reindeer. This includes different songs than the other Caroliers, Rudolph. And another one, the Caroliers, Santa Claus is Coming to Town, again with a different batch of songs than what was on the other cover I showed earlier. From 1962, Christmas with Eddie Arnold. RCA. Merry Christmas to You. This is Singing Strings, Harold Christmas. This is the Stradivarius String Society, so this is all being played by violins. Very pretty album. On Capitol Records, here's a compilation, The Best of Christmas. 2 records filled with favorite songs and music. Bing Crosby, Jackie Gleason, Glenn Campbell, Tennessee Ernie Ford, Peggy Lee, Dean Martin, and so on. Maybe this is easier this way. I don't know. Opening the gatefold. On Mistletoe Records, The Best of Christmas, featuring Liberace, Bobby Helms, Gene Autry, Brooke Benton, and Harry Simone. This is a UK pressing of Chuck Berry's Golden Decade, Volume 2. Again, not a full Christmas album, but it does include Run, Run, Rudolph and Merry Christmas, Baby. This is a 45 of Christmas stories narrated by Burl Ives, The Christmas Orphan and Little Paper Sacks. Includes a little booklet to show the pictures of the story as it happens. Another album that is not a full Christmas album, but it does have a Christmas tie-in. Snoopy versus the Red Baron, the Royal Guardsman, includes the story and song of Snoopy's Christmas, along with the Christmas song It Kinda Looks Like Christmas, on Lorry Records. Now we have Amy Grant, a Christmas album. MCA Records. True Value Hardware stores put out a series of Christmas albums every year for several years. This is from 1988. This is Happy Holidays, Volume 23. So 23 years before that is when they started. It includes people like the Oak Ridge Boys, Chuck Berry, Ray Stevens, George Strait, Brenda Lee, and a few others. The Andrews Sisters I just saw. Another Christmas comp, O Little Town of Bethlehem. This includes people like the Jordanaires, William Lewis, and several others. This is from 1978 on Halo Records. Another True Value. This is Volume 14 from 1979 on RCA. Includes people like Perry Como, Bing Crosby, Kate Smith, Robert Shaw, several more. Mistletoe Records, Christmas with Gene Autry. Bobby Helms, Jingle Bell Rock from 1980. Another 78. Jimmy Boyd, I Saw Mommy Kissing Santa Claus, backed with Thumbelina. Another company that put out several Christmas albums was Firestone, the tire company. And this is one of them they put out, featuring Jack Jones, Robert Pleders, and the Vienna Choir Boys. This is from 1963. Rudolph the Red-Nosed Reindeer from 1965 on RCA. Includes people like Walter Schumann, Dale Evans, Ray Charles, and his orchestra. On Design Records, we have Santa's Helpers. All I Want for Christmas Is My Two Front Teeth. Even restaurants get into the Christmas spirit. Christmas with Colonel Sanders includes Chet Atkins, Charlie Pride, Kate Smith, Lauren Green, and several more. Merry Christmas from Kentucky Fried Chicken. Here's another one from him, Christmas Day. Floyd Kramer, Ed Ames, Chet Atkins, Jim Reeves, several more. RCA. This is from 1968. Another 78, I'm Dreaming of a White Christmas, Jack Russell. This one has the original sleeve. Santa Claus's Christmas Party on Classic Records from 1978. This is a lot of unknown artists. They don't even mention who they are. MGM Records, Connie Francis, Connie's Christmas. not a very good copy of that. It's going to be very scratchy if we do play that. Design Records, Dennis Day Sings Christmas is for the Family. There's also introduced on the front side and at the end by Jack Benny. Another 78 here, Patty Page, Boogie Woogie Santa Claus. And the B-side is Tennessee Waltz. Anne Murray's Christmas Wish on Capitol Records. Another album that's not a complete Christmas album, The Best of the Beach Boys on Capitol. This is, it's got Little Saint Nick. Sing Along with Mitch Miller, Christmas Songs and Carols, 24 favorites on Little Golden Records. I believe it was 58 was the date on this. And the last one in this tote, Abbott and Costello, A Christmas Stocking, 1981. This is the December 12th, 1946 radio performance. Also includes Who's on First and Costello's Farm. That's one tote. We have another tote plus 45s that I'm not even going to get into at the moment. But check out the show. If you're in the area, come out and join us. Have a great time. Hope to see you there.